Welcome back to Classic Firearms. This is the Walther PDP F series. If you're looking for a pistol with a grip that isn't so chonky and fits in your hand very nicely, this might just be the pistol for you. So let's talk about why. Starting with the front, you have a single white dot sight, and then on the rear, you have a 2-dot rear sight. Now, the sights are slightly concave in. That's just going to make it easier to present out and find your target downrange just a little bit quicker. Inside that slide is the barrel that's 3.5 inches. Of course, this is a 9mm pistol, and one thing I have to give Walther credit here for is the very aggressive slide serrations. Up top, it feels a little bit on the what I would call maybe the chunky side or the thicker side, and that's a good thing because you're getting deep slide serrations. This makes it super easy to rack that slide on both the front and the rear slide serrations. Up top, it is optics cut, and one of the great things about this particular pistol is you do also retain your rear sight in particular, so you can still co-witness if you have a red dot on here. Very nice feature, always love it when they add that, can't go wrong. As you start to head down from the slide a little bit, you can see that there are ambidextrous, or sorry, ambi, as those all of you in the comments like to say. You have ambi slide release, so you have it on both the right side and on the left side. As we head down to more of the polymer portion of the pistol, say that 3 times as fast, you have a smaller Picatinny rail with 2 crossbar slots on it, so you should be able to fit most of the lights or lasers that you're going to want to put on something that's a little bit more on the compact side, at least comfortably. Heading back just a little bit farther, we do have a fairly large trigger guard, which is going to be great if you're wearing gloves. You can get your finger in here and operate. And again, we are clear. There's nothing in the chamber, nothing in the mag. We clear every gun before we start, but you should be able to operate very easily that trigger guard without it getting in the way, even if you have something like gloves on, at least a little bit. Now, onto that trigger itself. The trigger does have a safety in it, so you have to initially, that trigger pull is going to be that safety, and then you have a little bit of take up from there. You hit a very nice, clear and concise ball with a very crisp break. You're talking maybe a 4-pound trigger break, which is quite nice. Then a release, a little bit of movement right there, and then it's right on that break again. Bang. I love that reset is right where the break is, and you're coming back and forth. You can lay a lot of rounds down range very easily with this one. So that overall is a good trigger. You're not talking competition style light or overly heavy. It's right in the middle, right where it needs to be. Best part about this particular pistol is the grip itself. So if you don't have humongous hands, if you have hands on a smaller side, this is going to fit super comfortably. Even if you have bigger hands, you're still going to have some room to do what you need to do to get a good purchase on the firearm. The grip texturing has that kind of pyramid shape stippling on it that's very, very grippy, very easy to hang on to. Even when your hands start to get sweaty, you're not going to lose your grip on this one, even if you're putting a bunch of rounds down range without adjusting. As we flip it over onto the left side of the pistol, you also have a circular mag release. This mag release does sit flush with this little undercut here. Let's see if I can show you that. On the right behind the trigger guard, in between the trigger guard and the grip itself, there's a little bit of a portion that pops out, so you're not going to accidentally press this at all. Like it is very nice in there. Even if you ride your middle finger a little bit high on mistake, or if that's just how you do it, you're not accidentally going to press that mag release. I have to intentionally bring my finger up over it before I can actually press it. So again, a good design by Walther right away. In the box, you are going to get 2 of the magazines, and these are 15+1 magazines. So you're getting a decent capacity here as well in a fairly compact size pistol that is easy to operate with good design. So if you're looking for a more compact size pistol, thinking Glock 19 size, this is definitely going to be an option that you might need to consider. And if you look at the price, it is not far off where you would expect either with the features that this particular pistol has. And the last feature I did actually want to mention about the Walther PDP F series is the case that it comes in, because it comes in a pretty beefy case, and you do get some things in the box. Of course, you're going to get custom foam fit, which will help keep the pistol safe from dings and scratches while it's in there. You get that secondary mag that we mentioned. You're also going to get a mag loader. Of course, this is great, so when your fingers start hurting after loading, 1,000 rounds at the range, you'll be able to keep loading those mags without a problem. And then finally, you get an extra back strap. So if you did want something a little bit more bolstery on the back side here, you can absolutely do that. That comes right in the box. So all in all, a nice accessory package. Oh, and did I mention, you can also lock the case. So if you don't have a particular safe or something that you keep your pistols in, or you're traveling and you want to keep it safe, you can lock that box up. You're all good. So in review, in case I missed something or you missed something, you have a 3.5-inch barrel on a pistol slide that is optics ready, where you retain those rear sights to make it a co-witness pistol. Overall slide length is going to be 6.5 inches with 2 mags that come in the box at 15+1 capacity. And yes, after doing a quick Google search, that trigger pull did come in at about 5 pounds, or actually according to the website, it is 5 pounds. So I was pretty close on that just from initial feeling. With an overall height of 5.33 inches, with an overall length of 6.75 inches, a width of 1.37 inches, and weighing in, of course, unloaded at 23 ounces. That overall makes the Walther PDP F-Series a good competitor in the compact pistol space. So if you have any experiences with the Walther PDP F-Series, please leave a review down below. We would love to see your comments. That is all I have for you today. God bless, stay safe. It is time to end.